Friday morning Dunkin's run on a really, really rainy Friday morning here in North Carolina. Got my voice back. Life is good. Hey, so let's talk about unintended consequences. I think there's a couple things that fall under that category over the past couple weeks in the world of work and media. So, look, I understand organizations taking stands on social issues and various things, but if you do it in a way that's inauthentic to your brand, there is going to be backlash. And it forces consumers to pick sides, which you absolutely don't want to do because they're focusing on the wrong things. I got two examples for you. Bud Light, I've written about it a couple times over the past couple weeks, and look, this has nothing to do with what people believe, how they feel, anything that has to do with trans issues, right? People are going to make it out to be that all day long, and if you think Bud Light made a bad decision, you're transphobic. If you think they made the right decision, then whatever. It's stupid. It's nonsensical. Bud Light acted in a way that was inconsistent with what their brand has historically been, and they're paying the price for it. Period, full stop. You can like it, you cannot like it, that's exactly what happened. And all of the name calling on either side of the ball is just digging the trenches deeper. And it's such a bad position to be in when you're a brand, especially when you're a Hallmark brand, right? And if you saw how they tried to come back around and went with the Uber, we're an American beer, so here's some pickup trucks and Clydesdales. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Another example is Disney, right? Like, Disney got into a pissing match with the government. Whether you're right or left, doesn't make any difference. If you don't like what Disney is doing, it doesn't make you a bigot or a homophobe. I have always loved Disney from day one as a child. We honeymoon there. We have taken our children there. We've got family in Florida. I mean, like, we've been going every 12 to 18 months. I want to go on the parks. I want to have fun on the rides. I want to interact with the characters. I don't want to make a political choice when I go and I drop thousands of dollars to go into Disney World. I go in there to block out the rest of the world and pretend it doesn't exist, to be honest with you. So when brands take these hard positions, there's a price to be paid for, right? Now, the parks are crushing it at Disney. Disney Plus is hemorrhaging subscribers and hemorrhaging money. Pick any Disney film and look at their box office performance across the past couple of years versus what they were doing prior. Think about Star Wars prior. Think about Marvel back in the, kind of the original story arc days. Like, there's a price to be paid. And this whole phenomenon of blaming the customers, right? Like, oh, well, the customers are XYZ. That's on you, companies. That's on you. When you go to do an abrupt shift, you're picking a strategy, right? And whether you're trying to drive up your ESG score or you're trying to be a good citizen and take a stand for what you believe in, which I will always, always support. You can't get upset if there are consequences on the back end of it, and you sure as hell can't blame your customers for having a little bit of shell shock and say that it's all on them. So whether this sounds like just a marketing decision, and it's not. It's, if you play it out to the macro, as managers, as business owners, as CEOs, as executives, you've got to think about, do you want to bring everyone along for the ride? Do you want to evolve your brand? And do you want to talk about these big issues? And if so, how do you do it in a way that builds bridges versus throws up brick walls? Because whether you see it in your share price or your your weekly sales reports, you're going to see it somewhere. So anyway, stepping off my soapbox, I hope everyone has an amazing weekend. Thank you guys for watching these videos and all the comments that I get, both directly and through email. And I hope you have an amazing weekend. Love you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.